church. Time for church. Just popped into my local village called Pindo, and the plan is I've got about an hour till sunset, and I'm going to shoot a roll of Kodak Ektar on this Agfa Isolette 3, which is a 6x6 medium format camera. It's a fantastic way if you're thinking about getting into medium format film photography. It's a really cheap way to have a try and experiment. This camera cost me about €15 on eBay, and it takes decent photos. I'm really pleased with the image quality out of it. It's incredibly simple. It just has the aperture here, which goes from 4.5 to f32. It has the shutter speed on here, I don't know if you can see that. You just twizzle it and it goes from 1/200th to bulb, and then you set the focus using this here, but you have to look through the rangefinder, but it's not a coupled rangefinder. You read off the numbers in here, and then you have to set the focus on here. But to be honest, I very rarely use the rangefinder unless I'm using shallow depth of field. I just tend to shoot it at like f16, something like that, f22, and just set it at infinity for most things that I shoot. But potentially in this village, I may need to focus properly, because I might be focusing quite a bit closer than that. But I do tend to shoot quite a lot of landscapes on this, and so you just set it at infinity and just off you go. It's really, really good. I'm going to be shooting a roll of Ektar, which isn't a film I've shot very much. I usually tend to shoot Portra films, so mostly Portra 160 in this, just because it's got such a slow shutter speed, like 1/200th. So I tend to use slower films, but I have shot some Portra 400 in it as well. So I'm going to shoot six shots in the town, and then as the sun's going down, I'm going to go down onto the beach here and see if I can get some landscape shots as well. So cool, let's go and see what we can do. This is a really cool scene to test the dynamic range of this film. Ektar is supposed to be a really high dynamic range film. We've got these really cool colours in here, the red and white on the building with the blue sky. It looks really cool, but I'm just a bit worried that the buildings are in too much shade, so we'll see how it goes. Someone's coming, so I'm just going to try and get them in the shot as well. Kind of difficult in there, to be honest, because the alleyways run south to north, and because the sun is cool. Excellent. Yeah, so as I was saying before the church bell started,
As the alleyways run south to north and the sun is setting to the west, none of the light's getting into the alleyways. So often there's really beautiful light and there's some really interesting scenes in the village. But because of where the light is and the way the alleyways are running, it's very difficult to get any shots. So I've come down to the beach area, and I'm going to head onto the beach now, and I'm going to see if I can get some more shots, and then go down and check out as the sun starts to set. There should be some nice light on the water. After I finished the roll of Ektar, I decided to stay on the beach taking photos with my X-T3 because the light was so unbelievably beautiful. Here are some of the photos I took with the Fuji. Thanks for watching. Earlier in the video I said that I usually shoot Portra films with this camera. In the next video I'm going to shoot a roll of Portra 160 in another small coastal town and compare those images with the images on Ektar from this video. I hope to see you then.